The time is 4:53 p.m. Mountain Time, 3:53 p.m. Pacific Time.
Sure.
We're out here. We're not walking anywhere. We're just simply sitting in chairs, and we're talking, and we're doing a podcast. Check in later.
You made it sound like you were setting the scene like for a camping trip, but now I see what you were doing. You were doing.
I was recording into my dictaphone.
Like a trip memo. Oh,
yeah.
Man. I will. I think a friend of mine has the same dictaphone that I have now, the new digital one, which I like. The last time I used this was 3 years ago in Boise. I love it, but I spent $100 on it, and I feel like I need to at least the next trip I do, I should use it a lot. I like it. It's a very nice, and it sounds not bad, but I feel guilty every time I buy a new piece of technology and I don't use it for,
It's called ADHD
purpose.
and getting the dopamine you need to survive.
Is that what that is?
Yep.
Might be. Makes sense.
Yep. That's I've watched videos about the cost of ADHD because you're always chasing that dopamine high.
Oh, okay. That might explain why
between that and the fact that you forget you have groceries. So they go to bed.
Right.
That's the ADHD text.
Okay. And it then explains why I collect collections, or did for a very long time.
Yeah.
That might That's why the archiving thing sort of satisfies it. A little bit. Okay. Well, maybe I should dig into this a little further. Oh my God. What's your drink sponsor before we get into this?
So it's another one of those truly punch ones. It's citrus punch.
Okay.
It's really good. It's like grapefruit,
Is that a blood orange looking?
and lime.
Oh, okay.
Is it blood? It might be blood orange.
I can't tell because the thing is the contrast is not accurate because it is clear to me right now for the most part.
That's true.
So
also, on top of that, I mean, it's just a drawing, so it's hard to...
Oh, fair.
It just says natural flavors.
Okay.
I don't think it says what's actually like the individual fruits. Nope.
No. Okay.
So it's either grapefruit or blood orange. Let me see. No, there's definitely grapefruit flavor in there.
Okay.
I think that's what that is.
Do you like grapefruits or
I do.
grapefruit? Okay. That seemed like that might be an up in the air one for you because I'm not always sure about flavors you're going to like. She's enjoying that thoroughly. Yeah, I never know what flavors you're going to like.
Hey!
Oh. She's bite your arm or your...
Yeah, she's starting to get playful again.
All right, that's good. I mean,
She picked her sister up and body slammed her the other day. Wrestling.
And she's small too, though. That's hilarious.
She's always been very tough, small but tough.
Very good.
Her sister, we weighed her sisters. This one's 4.6. Her sister is 6.8.
Okay.
So her sister weighs another 50% of her weight.
I see.
And she just picked her up on the ground, slammed her.
Dan, so I didn't pick a sketch per se, obviously, but it's a bit. It's us doing a bit at least, a couple bits.
Bit, yeah.
But now to be fair, I also had control of the camera, so I could point at myself the whole time, which I absolutely did.
Yeah.
The photo behind me is just actually this might be from that trip. Is it? No. Yeah. Maybe it might be. I can't remember. No. Maybe. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
Move your head again.
Yeah,
they're the same glasses.
Yeah. So maybe it's that year, or technically the year before. I can't remember. No, I shaved my head in 2002, so this has to be from 2002.
Yep.
Okay. So I don't have a lot of photos scanned from this trip because I was concentrating on the fact that we finally had a digital camera. We were so excited to have a digital camera. But mostly this is just us. This is well before the huge disappointment in our trip we had a yearly trip from Milford to Cooperstown. And this was before the disappointment where we both realized it was a Sunday and the buses don't run on a Sunday.
Yep. Learned that the hard way.
It's 8:06 in the a.m. Dan's watch is not stuck as mine has been in previous years. Yeah, right now we're walking down Maple Street. Right now, that's Dan.
Hi.
He's still Dan. How are you?
Good.
What are we doing? Yeah, I'm getting money out of the ATM and we're just getting ready to hop the boost. Dan gave us a bit of change. We're gonna put that change into the bus.
Into the bus?
To make the bus go. Well, it's change driven, It is. It's a clockwork bus. He doesn't remember these things.
Bus, really.
It's 8:19. We are on our way, actually, just got some cash out of the Atom, and we're on our way to go see the Monster Brothers that burned out. What do you have to say to that?
It got struck by lightning, and it burned.
Yeah?
And it smelled like tires.
Hey, this is like one of those movies where there's that camera attached to the dude, and it's all bobbing nice and evenly and slowly, and then you run, and it's like, whoa! I don't know if you get that, but it makes sense to me. Then again, I'm in film school, not everybody can understand those kinds of things, right, Dan?
I think he's just a moron. That's my opinion.
I'm a moron.
And I say that we're going to go put change into the bus. And you said change into the bus. And then, of course, I run with it.
Yeah.
And say that it's change driven. It's a clockwork bus.
It's a clockwork bus.
A classic Jason joke. And then I'm doing the thing from like, I'm still describing it the same way. Man who made movies with the people in them.
Kind of Blair Witchy, is that what you're thinking?
No. What's the drugs movie with the sex in it? Does that help you
Crash?
if I say that? No. It's the movie whatever. Can't remember the name of it. Doesn't matter. Basically, the first person. It's not first person. What is that? Second person? What is that camera point of view where it's attached to you and you're running? I don't know what that's supposed to be, but I was like,
I guess the closest you would get would be second person.
I don't know what that technically would be. Just based on the fact that it is so fixated on that one point, it just seems like it is its own perspective. But I could be wrong. But either way, I'm doing that and then make a joke about, well, maybe you don't understand that because I'm in film school. Oh boy, can I tell you? I know I was just doing a joke, but then I'm just looking back and I'm like, oh, Jason, you didn't need to go to film school. It's fine. It was a fun adventure while it happened, and I needed to get out of fucking Oneonta / Lawrence. The more I think about it, I'm like, that's the only real reason I went to school was to get out, and it worked because maybe otherwise I wouldn't have.
Yeah, that is how that works.
Like I
for most small towns.
Like I would have stuck around and hung out with you, and then when you finally were like, I want to blow town, I would have been like, what do I do? Like that's what would have happened.
But I wouldn't have known how to blow town if I didn't have your Florida crash on.
I mean, I guess that's true, but you could have very easily blown town on your own and been like, hey, bud, checking out, going with the girlfriend to New York City. Maybe you would have been a New York City boy.
Gross.
I know. I can't handle that idea. It just doesn't suit me. I'm okay with big cities, but that's too big and
my
scary.
life would have been an episode of Friends.
Mm-hmm. The one where Dan hates everything around him?
That's the one. Yep.
Okay.
I remember that episode.
Yeah.
That was my favorite episode of Friends. The one where Dan hates everything around him. I sent you a link.
Oh, okay. Oh, I did see something pop up, and then I guess I ignored it.
Yeah, apparently that's what you do. As a good friend.
RailExplorers.net. Ooh, Cooperstown tours to Milford Track are excited to offer spectacular. They still do it.
No, this is different.
Oh, it's different. Wait.
Keep reading.
On. Oh, I'm sorry. Milford Track to farmlands and forests on the Susquehanna River. You'll glide past working farms, magnificent woodlands, and rumble across historical trestle bridges. The Rail Explorers custom rail bikes are equipped with electric pedal assist motors. What the hell?
Their bicycles that ride on railroad tracks.
Oh, what?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
What's hilarious is before you sent me the link of what we're watching today, I saw someone talking about that on Facebook.
Oh, my God. That's amazing. What the shit?
Yeah. So instead of sitting on a train passively.
Oh, my God. This is so much more exciting. Like, we've done the train thing.
Yeah, right?
Now it's a dune buggy, but on a rail, on two rails. What the fuck?
That you help control. It's sort of like the beer bike thing, only on a train.
You know why I think this is better for the whole situation? Because it's easier to move one of those off of a sunken track than an entire train. Like this is much pricier, I think, by comparison than it was at any point. But
yeah. Because before it was
fun.
just supporting like the historical society or something like that. This is a corporate venture.
Yeah. Wow. This is kind of amazing.
She just stepped on everything. Good. She didn't stop the recording.
Oh, did she? This is fucking great. $100, but it looks like it's $100 for two people. Like
for two people, yeah.
My God, I want to see. What I want to see is like video of this tour. I want to see somebody taking it a little bit. I don't want to ruin it for myself, Dan, but I do really want to. Holy
I mean, we
crap.
kind of did that when I did the Google Earth thing, but
That's true. That's true. We pre-ruined it for ourselves. And you flew, though. You were flying, Dan. I mean,
that's true. And I almost fell over.
you were really enjoying it. You know, you were really... of course, when I was doing it, when we were doing the... when I was in Boise, we did what Dan's talking about is that we did... what's it called? Yep, VR at the Boise Library. And me being in space, which is a thing I knew was not real, still made me feel like I was going to fall through space and really threw me off. I felt like I was way high up. It was kind of cool. You're looking at something else now, Dan? Something else?
I'm looking
real.
for a video, and I think I might have found one, but it wasn't a very good one.
Dan in Cooperstown.
Oh, here we go. Adirondack Rail Explorers, a unique way to ride the rails.
Yes.
Some
Imagine if
pictures.
this is what hobos used now. You steal one of these, make one yourself, maybe. Again, I'm talking about the fantasy hobos, not just homeless people. I'm talking about fantasy hobos. Everybody
Right.
knows if
the ones that
fantasy hobo.
John Hodgman wrote about.
Yes, exactly. 2.5 hours. It's a full man. Is that? I guess that's about probably what it was. It's just going to be different because your legs are going to kill you by the end of it.
It sounds like what you do. You're charging a motor, though.
Oh, it's
so,
it's like an e-bike kind of thing.
It's an e-bike.
Oh.
And so all of you, like, when you ride together, you're charging it up, and
You can do 4 people. There's a quad. There's a
there's
tandem
a
and
quad,
a quad. Holy
and you get
shit.
10% discount on 10 or more people.
Oh my god. How do we do this? I don't want to bring my family along, but maybe we can find some friends, some weird friends from back home. I don't even know anybody back home still. This is amazing. I want to do this so badly. Let's see here.
There is one video.
Oh,
a
you
little
found a
bit.
video. Okay.
It's an advertising thing. Oops.
Let's see this video. Oh, you sent it to me, literally just now.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Come on now. This looks fun. We got some feet. Yep.
Oh, this one
is
looks
great.
like this is in Ulster County in the Catskills. I did
okay.
a search for Cooperstown, but this came up.
I
But
was
it's
wondering
a
why it
similar
looks so
environment.
different.
But
So
it would be
here's-
similar.
Here's the weird thing. We're talking about Dan in Cooperstown, and the thing that's throwing me is that we're getting a message, but it doesn't say Dan in Cooperstown. We've never gotten a miscommunication like this before. It just says Dan Cooper. I'm gonna let them in because this is we were required to let people in.
That's how we do.
Let's see
That's how we do
here.
this show.
Let's see. So I'm seeing that there's a Dan Cooper. I can hear him. Oh my God.
Say Cooper?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Can't see you, but we can definitely hear you. Who? Oh God. What?
All right.
What is? Wait a minute. Hold on. Are you DB Cooper?
Did you say Dan Cooper? Yeah. If there's a name anywhere down here, it's just a pseudonym.
That's fine.
Okay.
I know that DB Cooper was really Dan Cooper, and DB was something that was made up for the. How did you just hear Dan and Cooper in the ether and contact us? What is happening right now?
Just heard it. Who are you guys? I'm just calling the future right now. What are your names?
I'm Jay.
Hey,
I'm
Jeremy. And
and I'm Dan.
hey, Dan. All right, Dan.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
we're a couple of Dans and a Jeremy.
Yep.
What's going on, you guys?
Close. It's close. It's Jay. But,
All right.
All right. So, I mean, here's the. How are you reaching us? I don't mean to press about these technological issues, but I'm assuming this is the 70s you're calling us from.
1971, baby. Well, here's the thing, is that I came across a bag that had some finances. I had requested some finances and a way to talk to the future. So here we are. I plugged it in. At one point, I'm looking at this velvet dogs playing poker. Next thing I know, I've got Dan and Jeremy talking in my face. What year is
All
it,
right.
by the way?
It's 2021.
Holy shit!
Yeah, bud.
Can I swear?
Oh, please do. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Holy-
fine.
2021, Dan.
Yeah. Yep. That's where he is.
So when you bought your 1971 AMC Gremlins, your Gremlins fly, right?
I don't want to disappoint you.
But the Gremlin was discontinued.
Yeah, that's number one, and also cars don't fly yet. I'm so sorry. I don't want to let you down.
So there's no gremlins and cars do not fly. Okay, well, tell me how you've been using your time, though. In 2021, do you all live in mansions? Jeremy, do you live in a mansion?
No, I don't.
Honestly, right now, the divide between the lower and upper classes is wider than it has ever been in the history of the world.
Then even 1970 goddamn one.
Yeah.
So the poor use of time management, you could say.
It could
Yeah.
could say, sure, boy, you're more of a capitalist than I expected. I mean, I guess maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should have expected that. I
Yeah.
mean, you're kind of the ultimate capitalist. You kind of just grabbed and ran.
You grab and run. That's what you do. You make the most out of what you get, and if you don't get it, you demand it. So, Jeremy, how would you describe your living quarters? Like, what would you say? If it's not a mansion, you live in a
Apartment.
5-bedroom apartment?
Two. One of them's an office, which is what I'm in right now. Ford Awesome Studios here in beautiful downtown Burbank, California.
So you're in a 2021 2-bedroom apartment.
Haven't left it in 16 months.
And Dan, yourself?
3-bedroom, small house
So you've
in
got a
Idaho.
house, basically a mansion.
Okay, you know what?
For my age group, it's a mansion.
I was not specific enough when I said who I would be talking to in the future, was I?
Were you hoping
You
to
were
speak to some rich people? Is that like you just want to talk to rich people in the future? Is that
Who does not, my friend? I mean, if let's just say celebrities in your time were able to devise some way to speak to other people and broadcast it, would they talk to normal schlubs?
Pretty much all the time.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sometimes if it's Conan O'Brien, it's definitely other people in the 1%. But everybody else does it's a big thing to talk to nobodies. Really.
Yeah. Honestly,
invite
pretty
your-
much one of the biggest markets right now is media allowing celebrities to talk to nobody.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is right now, like, this is a hot show. Like, this is what's happening in 2021.
That is accurate.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, I guess this is like a 50-year in waiting cameo, Dan, is what this is. We basically got a cameo from DB Cooper. Is it
Yeah.
DB okay? Do you mind if do you go by Dan? I don't want to offend.
I prefer DB.
Okay.
Do you know
Okay.
why I chose that moniker?
I have no idea. I nobody knows anything about you. You are a mystery to this day.
You're an enigma wrapped in a mystery, tied up in a question mark.
Yep.
And covered in secret sauce?
Yeah, sure.
You know, so you're saying that they never figured any of this out
No.
when you're
I
all
will
living
say
in two-bedroom mansions in 2021.
in about 10 years from where you are, a little boy is going to find a sack of some of the money that is quite clearly some of the stuff that you were given because the serial numbers match. But outside of that, nobody knows who you are, where the rest of the money went, where you settled. Yeah. So I'm assuming you dropped a bag.
Some kid found the extra $5,800.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Sorry about that.
Well, you know, made off with most of it, but it's great that you haven't figured it out yet. But the DB is really just if you take a lowercase d and a lowercase b and you stick them side by side, you get a what?
So you're just making a cock.
So
you just wanted
it's a
a
penis.
letter penis?
No, it's one of those mouth harps that Snoopy played. Jesus Christ, Jeremy, get your head out of the gutter. Oh, this is 1971. Thank you.
Well, you have penises.
They haven't invented ASCII art yet, Jake.
Oh, that's true. I guess ASCII art doesn't exist yet. That's true. All right, that's
Ask
fair.
what?
It's a long story. It's not that long of a story, but you'd be very bored.
There's a lot of context that leads up to it that is just boring.
I'm already incredibly bored, so hit me with whatever you got.
DB.
So any questions for me, ask away, because apparently I can't really spill the beans if no one's going to catch me, right?
Yeah,
Or else I'd be caught.
Exactly.
Or we'd be in a time loop, right?
Yeah, I would assume by now you're dead. So maybe, by 2021, you're probably dead.
I mean, with how much cocaine I'm doing, I would assume it would be within the next few months, if I'm lucky.
So that's what you're doing with your time, DB? You're just coking it up and wearing that really great sweater?
Thank you. Yes,
That's a very
I'm
good
coking it
sweater.
up. I came across this crazy ass hotel in the middle of the woods, and so far been just staying here.
I'm a little concerned for where this is going, but you know what? That's always how this happens. You know, yeah. Let's talk. Let's get into Dan. How much do you know about DB Cooper, the story of I know enough, but
I watched a special once. Like
They made a special? Who played me?
Oh, it's a good question.
It was one of those ones where they showed pictures.
Okay.
Oh, and a
Nobody
drunk
played me?
history. Wasn't there a drunk history too?
There probably was an episode of Drunk History around Actually, I don't know if there was, now that you say that. I'm not sure. I will say you were the subject of several episodes of one of my favorite sitcoms called News Radio, which nobody...
The High-Flying Adventure of D.B. Cooper on Drunk History.
Oh, okay.
Drunk history.
Yeah, it's a fun little show.
People get drunk and talk about what they know about history, and then they have people who play it out.
So it was kind of just like how I lived it.
Sounds like it.
Exactly.
Sounds pretty
Amazing.
much like it, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so, I mean, why? Why the hijacking? You know, why'd you hop on there, hand the lady a note and say, hey, basically I'm going to blow this plane up unless you redirect the plane and give me $200,000 and et cetera, et cetera.
Jeremy, are you just asking me why
Yeah.
I stole $200,000?
Yeah, and thought you could get away with it because there have been so many, like, they're like, was this guy a paratrooper in the military or was he just some schlub with sunglasses? Was he this? Was he that? So I want the deets, buddy.
Well-
The details. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know what a deed is. You can just take that and the rest of your sexual connotations this evening and just tamper them down a little
so
bit,
sorry.
Mr.
I'm
Dick
sorry.
and Balls. Well, okay, first of all, $200,000 is enough of a reason to steal $200,000. I think we made it perfectly clear. And why did I think I was going to get away with it? Well, thanks to this phone call through my Dogs Playing Poker poster, I apparently already did. And so that's the kind of thing, man, is like in 1971, it was already bad enough. Dan let me know that the division between the rich and the poor has gotten even worse, right?
Yeah. And to be clear, Jay, $200,000 in 1971 is the equivalent of $1,318,000 in 2021.
God damn.
Oh,
Okay.
inflation is fucking nuts.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
believe me. Yeah, it's terrible.
How much does a cup of coffee cost?
It depends what kind of coffee.
Yeah, what are we talking?
Just a black coffee.
I don't even know. They
Yeah,
don't sell that
Dan wouldn't
anymore.
know. Yeah, they basically don't. There's this little place called Starbucks, and I have this cup because it's cold. So it keeps things nice and cold.
Yeah.
So how much did you pay for the coffee?
What would if I were to be going out right now? This I think costs somewhere in the neighborhood of $6. Is my guess.
Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my God, I bought a bedroom set for that. That's insane. Wow. Well, I better start investing my $200K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, well, you know what? I'm going to do the old thing. Invest if you're alive. Then invest in Apple computers when they come around.
It looks like you already did.
Oh yeah, it does. It looks like somebody might have sent you one from back in time.
Yeah, it was in my bag full of future shit.
Holy shit!
I don't
And
even
you
know
have
what that is.
And you have an iPad next to you, and that might be a cell phone behind you. You don't know how to use any of these things.
It was all in the bag. I'm using this as a coaster. What is this fucking thing?
You can watch movies and TV. I mean, I don't know that
You can make ASCII art with it.
You can make ASCII art, all the dick and balls you want, DB. Listen,
You dirty man.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm... Dan, do you have some specific questions while I compose myself? Because
Yeah, he's thinking too much of cock and balls. He can't even speak. Dan,
You
what do
know,
got for me?
every episode, that's what he does. All he thinks about is cock and balls.
This show is awesome.
So, honest, give me the 500-foot view of what you did, because I'm not too versed in it.
yeah,
Okay.
some of the reports could be bullshit. We don't know.
Yeah.
Was anybody on
So
the plane
from in
on
your
it,
words,
you
I mean, we don't need to go into heavy minutia detail. Just give me the 1,000-foot view. What did you do? And
Okay.
how did you do?
Okay. So one morning I woke up and I looked at my alarm clock and it was brown with red
started.
numbers.
That might be.
boy,
that might be. That's actually the minutia thing I was saying. We don't really
none of
need.
that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, so basically, $200,000 was the prize, right?
Yep.
And so
Sure.
I was really heavily into watching movies about piracy, and I'm thinking, hey, why can't piracy be on a plane, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Right?
Fair. No, that's a fair point. That's an
interesting.
absolute
Yeah.
fair point.
Uh-huh.
So what I do is I purchased a ticket to hop on the old aeroplane. And while I'm up there, I'm sitting there thinking to myself, hey, DB, old mouth harp DB, this would be a really great opportunity for your favorite feature films to cross with real life. And you could maybe find that in your day, $1.3 million, and really make it sing. So I took the life by the balls, is what Jeremy would like me to say.
Yeah, he definitely would.
And while I was thinking about that, I looked over at the coffee pot, which was orange. It had a silver stripe around it.
Okay, so I think we're getting stuck in the nitty gritty again. Yeah.
Oh, right. So then I just I grab a flight attendant and I just pass her a little note that I had written down with my demands. Bada bing, bada boom. Ready to invest in these coasters.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
What is your experience in terms of, were you a paratrooper? What's your deal? Like, how do you survive that kind of jump at night over a poorly lit area, if I'm not mistaken?
Poorly lit. Well, I had a tall garage, Jeremy, and I would practice leaping from it at night after lots of Miller Genuine Drafts. They call it. They I believe. Do they still call it the champagne of beers?
I don't even know if they make it anymore. I'm guessing they do. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know enough about my beers. I probably should.
There probably wasn't any left after 1971. Ho ho ho!
Hey, look at you.
It's more just that now, like, smaller beer companies and craft beers are really what people drink.
People making
now.
it at home.
They don't really drink. Bud Light and Miller and all that. They're like, they're the piss water of beers. Now people are drinking, freaking IPAs, which are garbage, and other,
What does IPA stand for, Dan?
It's
India
an
Pale Ale?
India Pale Ale. It's
That
basically
sounds
they cover the flavor by just showing everyone hops flavor.
Yeah, it's excessively hoppy.
Oh, okay. Does that mean happy, but in Britain?
No, just tastes like gross wheat or whatever.
Yeah, basically it tastes like the stuff that's supposed to, I think, go in a ditch after you make your beer. Is basically what I assume. That's what it tastes
So we've gone from drinking piss to drinking ditch water.
Basically.
Yeah. Basically,
really strong ditch water, though. It's real strong. Very
strong.
popular.
Okay, now sign me right the hell up for that. That sounds fantastic.
Can I ask you? You said you've settled down in a hotel. Where again?
Well, I don't want to give away too much. It was a little bit further, a little south, a little east, up in the Rocky Mountains, and that's pretty much where I've been hanging the old Casa cap.
The Casa cap.
The house hat?
The house hat is exactly what we called it in 1971, baby. Boom, boom. All those baseball players would run out in their house hats and crack that ball.
Back out to the home the home benches. Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. Okay, listen. Here's the
Christ.
thing. You have too much energy. You're too cool. I'm getting really thrown. Okay. Nobody who ever comes on here is this cool or this close to being modern. So
I've told you about how much cocaine I've been consuming, right?
You mentioned that it's been quite a bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you doing anything to occupy your time while you're there?
Yes, yeah. Well, it's all work and no play here. You know how it is. But basically, I've been trying to write a novel, the great American novel, starring one Dwayne Brosnan Cooper, is the name of the character.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Based on anything in real life, or is that just a fictional name you came up with?
Well, it all started with a lowercase d and a lowercase b. Do you know what happens when you put them back together?
Yeah, it makes a mouth harp, if I'm not mistaken.
Thank you. Yeah. What else do you need in a name?
It's true. Dwayne.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Dwayne Brosnan Cooper.
Yep.
So how would it make you feel to know that there is now an anti-hijacking part of a plane named after you?
What does that mean?
Is that true?
It's true.
What is this?
Oh God, that's really nice. Oh my God! When did they do that? It's really nice.
After 1973, after there were several copycat hijackings.
Did they succeed?
Some of them,
Were they caught?
yeah. They call it the Cooper vein.
That's so nice. That's so nice.
It prevents lowering of the aft air stair during flight as a
love
direct
you
result
guys.
of the hijacking.
I love you guys.
Also,
You're
the
best.
installation of peepholes was mandated in all cockpit doors to enable the cockpit crew to observe passengers without having to open the cockpit door.
That's a good idea. They could not see me. That was a big bonus.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. But
kept
that
his
is really
glasses
sweet
on
of
the
them.
whole
Like, I mean, history really remembers me. Do they talk about me a lot? Yeah.
I mean, more than you would expect, I think, because you are an open case to this day, for now.
Amazing. I am just amazing.
Yeah.
Oh God, I love me. I'm so good.
I think we're learning why he had the guts to end up on an airplane and just like,
I just feel that it's just nothing. I don't think you would have done the same thing, Jeremy, right?
I don't know if I would have done that. To
Really?
be honest, it doesn't feel like me. Dan, what do you think?
Wait,
you're not good
Dan,
with
hang on
heights.
one second. I'm going to ask
sorry.
you the same question. Okay, so you're sitting there in an airplane, right?
Yep.
You've got a coffee machine that's orange with a silver rim on it. It's
Yep.
slowly dripping decaf coffee onto what looks like a silver hot plate. I think the silver hot plate said something like Axiom hot plates. I think the lettering was in. Sorry. Oh, sorry. And,
No, that's helping me get into the scene.
yeah. Okay, good. Thank you. Yeah. It's all about the minutia. That's what you said. Strictly
Yeah.
minutia.
Strictly minutia. That should
And
be
so-
the name of this podcast. Yeah.
You are sitting on that plane, and your love of piracy collides with your love of $200,000, and there's a stewardess right across from you. What do you say to her, Jeremy? Go.
I don't love piracy in the way that you do.
That's what you tell the stewardess? How do you know she loves piracy?
Okay.
That's a fair point.
I'm speaking to you.
He's trying to get into his mindset.
Get into
Jake.
his
Come
mindset.
On. Empathy,
Okay, all right.
please.
So
Some
I love
empathy.
in this. All right. So I'm sorry.
No, get into your mindset, Jeremy. I want to know what you would say. I mean, this is what
Okay.
anybody would do.
Well, you have supplied me with certain instincts and loves and interests that are not my own. So, including a love of piracy, I do have a love of $200,000 in any era. Don't discriminate as far as that goes. Let me try and get in the mindset as though I do enjoy piracy to a certain. I would say, hello, madam. Do you have a ginger ale?
Okay, good start. Nice icebreaker, Jeremy. Nice.
Thank you. I would say, pardon my sunglasses. I have cataracts. I would then say, I would love it if you could please give this note to the pilot. By the way, there's no bomb in my briefcase. Wink, wink.
Do you say the words wink, wink while you wink?
Yeah, I think I would.
Jesus Christ. You
It
just
does sound
tipped
like
her
something
off.
he would do.
I did?
Dan, same question. What about you? You love piracy.
Yes. Yep.
You love $200,000. Stewardess plane, drip, 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 steel, metal, go.
Axiom.
I would say, is it true they give out those little wings, and the captain, if you ask nice, the captain will let you sit in the co-pilot's seat? If she says yes, I'm in like Flynn.
Oh, wait, you want to get into the
Cockpit.
Yeah, okay.
So you're going to wait a minute. Okay.
Yeah. Did they not do the
so
wings when you were in the 70s?
So when you finally learn that you have a love of piracy that's colliding with $200,000, you go and sit on the pilot's lap?
I get into the cockpit.
And then what do you do?
That wasn't the question.
Actually, that's true. That's true.
Dwayne Brosnan and Cooper.
But
You
you're
asked me
doing
what
so
I would
well, I thought I'd
say
ask you
to
what
the
you do.
stewardess, and I answered that question.
Okay. You would ask the stewardess for wings, and Jeremy would say wink, wink.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm not very smooth. This is historically known about me.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I handed her a note. I handed her a note.
Mm-hmm.
Said, I'm gonna need me some $200,000.
I mean, not to rain on you, parade. That's a very fourth grade way to do things. like
But-
passing a note in class.
No, wait, but no.
She
it
gonna go
wasn't
up front and like read it to everyone.
It
Says,
wasn't
do you
fourth
have $200,000? Yes, no.
I had the check yes and check no boxes. That's not fourth grade. That's like the next level.
Fifth grade, correct.
That's like college prep shit.
Okay.
Okay.
It's interactive.
Standards were different then, Dan.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh yeah, maybe they've changed. Is that not the?
Ah, well.
People don't really have paper anymore, really.
That's also true. There's not a lot of paper going on.
There's no paper.
It exists, but it's
but most
and
people are
less
using
prevalent.
those coasters for stuff.
Yeah. The people write entire novels on those coasters.
On these things, there's
Yeah.
only
Yeah.
room for one page. I've written it in black Sharpie, and it comes to the end, and that's
boy,
it.
Oh boy. Well, you have ruined it, unless you have some acetone or some rubbing alcohol at your
Some acid?
disposal.
Or some alcohol? Now we're talking, Jeremy. All right, look at you. You said you're not Mr. Smooth. I don't
I'm
know,
not,
man.
I'm not, but I do like to party. Every once in a while.
Clearly,
Yeah.
it's nothing but acid, alcohol, and cock and balls with you.
I guess so.
Pretty much.
Incredible.
That's pretty much his memoir.
Do you? I would love to know. You don't have to. You don't have to do this. 'Cause I don't like to. I don't like to pressure people, especially when they haven't finished their great American novel. Do you have anything you'd like to read, or to give us a synopsis, a little précis, something about the book? I don't know, a little bit of something. I'd love to know what's going on in that head of yours, DB Cooper.
Well, basically, I mean, keep this under wraps. I don't want it to get out, but basically,
I mean, by now, I would imagine it's gotten out because it's 50 years later. But continue. That's okay.
oh, I would assume it's gotten out. It's fantastic, and I'm assuming it has my name on it. But it's about a guy who goes up to a hotel with his family, right? And he goes to take care of it, and there's nobody there, right? Oh,
Okay.
he's wrong. The ghosts are all there from the Spooky-Dooky Hotel. How about that for a twist?
Okay, hold on. I
Hey.
gotta stop you right there. Is
Why
the
is that?
name of it the Spooky-Dooky Hotel?
That's the name of the book, yeah. What? Doesn't that elicit? Doesn't what you want to read?
It definitely elicits.
Something? Yeah,
Something.
It makes me think that it's probably.
It's a slam dunk.
It's,
I mean, just throw on your Casa cap of victory.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. So what? I guess in the Spooky-Dooky house, what kind of ghosts are
Spooky-Dooky
there?
Hotel, Dan.
Sorry,
Respect, please.
Spooky-Dooky Hotel.
Thank you.
What kind of ghosts are there?
Well, there's this guy, right? And he works behind the bar. He's a
Okay.
shake 'em up kind of guy.
All right.
Guess what? Is he alive, Dan?
I'm gonna, based on your description, I'm gonna say no.
He's actually alive. Sorry about that.
Oh,
It was he's not there for very long. But then there's the manager of the hotel.
Uh-huh.
No, sorry, Dan, you had it right. The bartender's dead.
Okay.
I have had a lot of cocaine today, guys.
That's fine. That's
That's
fair.
fine. That's absolutely fine.
So the bartender, Shaky
Yeah.
Shaky, is his character's name.
That's his name. Okay.
That's his character's name.
He's
He's
Shaky
actually
Shaky
dead.
from the Spooky-Dooky Hotel.
Yeah. You want to read every fucking page of this, don't you?
It's a page turner, all right.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Please continue.
And so anyway,
Uh-huh.
he pretty much tells the dad character, Dwayne Brosnan, that it's time for him to murder his whole family.
Oh.
Okay. Is there like a reason or just that it's time?
It's just time, baby. It's time. It's tiempo de risto.
Okay.
Yep.
It's wrist time. Okay.
And then it's off to the crazy Casa Cap madness of the Freaky Deaky Hotel. People running this way, people chopping indoors, bloated corpses in bathtubs. I mean, come on.
Wow. That is scary.
Sounds unique.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, in 1971, it certainly is a unique story.
Unique
Yeah.
story. Yep.
Yeah.
And so if it was eventually published, then clearly I did my job. And it has my name on it.
Well,
I'm just gonna real quick. Have you ever been to Maine?
I have not. I heard it's lovely.
I do not want to be the person who makes you go to Maine. I can't. This is a problem when temporal responsibility
Yeah, right?
really kind of like begs you to watch your words a little more carefully than I guess I just did.
Why is that?
You've,
Why?
you've
why is
not.
that?
Okay, Dan. How much do we tell him? Have you finished the book?
I'm about a page and a half away from finishing it.
Okay. Do you want to finish it? Like, take a break here and finish it, and then we can talk, or do you want to discuss?
No, there's nothing you can
Okay.
say that won't. I'm sure it's fine. Like,
Yeah.
did they spell my name wrong on the book jacket?
Well, depends on how you look at it. There's
Have you ever met a man named Stephen King at all?
Yeah, Stephen Edwin King is his full. He might go
I
by
have n-
SE
I have-
if he meets you. I don't know.
I have never met him. Why? Stephen King.
Stephen King. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great last name, terrible first name.
He's a young man at this time. I believe he's teaching while you were locking yourself away right in the great American Spooky-Dooky novel.
Yeah.
Spooky-Dooky.
But in about half a decade,
Yep.
he's going to publish a book that has some very similar themes.
Yeah. He doesn't name it the Spooky-Dooky Hotel, I'll tell you that.
Okay, so that's obviously cannot succeed. Ben, what does he call it?
The Shining.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
It's
the
if
fuck is
I'm
The
not
Shining?
mistaken, it's a telekinetic or ESP type power that one of the characters has, and I've never.
You mean ghosty
read it or seen
floasty
them.
powers? Ghosty floasty.
Yeah, probably ghosty fosty powers.
Yeah. Yep. Very similar to that.
Are there twins in your book?
Yeah. Are there any scary twins?
Yeah. They're two twin girls with
Okay.
really really fat.
Okay.
Okay, well,
Do you have?
I mean, obviously he took his own liberties in some ways.
Sure. Is there a magical black man character in your book?
Yes. Well, he's a mathemagician. He does tricks with algebra.
Oh, interesting. I guess.
Okay.
And then there's an elevator that comes down and opens up and just spills out the champagne of beer. Miller Genuine
Miller
Draft.
Genuine
You're
Draft.
big on MGD. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Have you ever met the filmmaker Stanley Kubrick? I guess is another SK.
I have definitely heard of the Kubrick. Does he take interest in the Spooky-Dooks?
I'm just
In a manner of speaking.
I'm just trying to figure this out, Dan, because I got to take can I take a sidebar here with my friend Dan?
Yeah.
Here, DB, just for a minute. You can just plug your ears, do what you got to do, check out the. Okay, that's great. Dan, his sweater is the carpet from the Shining Hotel. So clearly Stanley Kubrick met him, or he's at the Shining Hotel, like he's actually inspired by it. Clearly, DB Cooper wrote The Shining originally.
I mean, that's clear. 6 years prior to its
I don't know what to
publication.
do here. What do we?
I mean,
We've already given him way too much information about that.
we have, and honestly, like, this book is such an impact in history. Like, if we screw this up, we could. This is a stepping on a butterfly.
I know, but we've
kinda
already done
situation.
it. So do we just lean into it? We must make it happen,
I guess that's true.
right? Hey,
The logic is irrefutable.
DB.
You can a little respect, just a little bit. What's that?
Hey, you're good. We just wanted to make sure that you knew that we're okay. So, I mean, look, we've already given you. I don't know why I took a sidebar. We've kind of already possibly impacted history. What do you want to do, knowing that this information is out there? That there's a Stephen King in Maine getting ready to write this same book.
Wait, was he like glasses, kind of brownish
Weasley.
hair,
One of the weirdest
kind of
looking men you've
nerd,
ever
like kind of
seen.
creepy looking guy,
Yes,
Does cocaine, yeah.
big time.
and may have taken some cocaine that I was offering heavy-handedly at the hotel
Like-
that I'm currently staying at. Maybe last
Likely.
week.
Likely.
Oh God, did you tell him the story of the Spooky-Dooky Hotel?
Let me just. When you have cocaine, Jeremy, you don't not say everything on your mind.
Okay.
Oh my God. Stephen King, huh? Stephen King.
Yeah.
That's his name.
In Portland, Maine.
Yeah.
Oh, he made it all the way to Portland, Maine, huh?
Yeah.
Well, clearly,
Uh-huh.
I haven't caught him and killed him, which is the current plan that's racing through my mind because
Yeah.
it would not have been published, correct?
Correct.
That
And
is
he's
accurate.
also maybe the most successful author, if not just horror author, but possibly the most successful author of the last 5 decades.
And was it possibly the fucking Shining that may have catapulted his career?
There was, if I'm not mistaken, that was his first. Was that not his first major novel, Dan? I'm not a big. I don't know words or reading, but I'm pretty sure that's.
It's his third novel and first hardback bestseller.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah, this is kind of kind of the deal.
This is what actually was. Yeah.
Well, it's not too bad. Well, I clearly don't kill him, so why put the energy into it, right? And it's
that's
the best-selling novel of all time. So what? Just like what you just told me, Dan. Best-selling novel that ever happened.
That ever happened. Yep.
Ever happened in the history of ever.
Yep. That's.
I mean, I'm slightly concerned.
Right under the Bible.
If you do change your mind and decide to go challenge him, he's alive now, so there's a good chance that he kills you. So I would just stay put.
Oh, right.
Live out your life, do your thing, do all the cocaine you can afford to do, and chill at the hotel.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Or it's just, the D.B. Cooper, Stephen King murder time loop that never ends, right?
Exactly.
That could also be true. Could also be true.
Well,
I feel like now the thing is, at some point, Dan, we're going to have to we can't get him right now because I believe we're only allowed to have one historical person on the podcast at a time unless they are one of us. So we can't get Stephen King on right now, but at some point we may have to talk to him and see. I'd like to get him to own up, honestly.
Thank you. You know what?
Yeah. I mean, we've got connections in Maine.
That's
we
true.
might be able to make that happen.
That's a very good point.
You know what? In my money, I'm a millionaire already. So as long as he comes clean, gives his props to Deebs, tips his Casa Cap, then, I guess all is cool.
Yeah, sure enough. Fair enough, yeah.
Well, here's what I would say, and Dan, maybe you'll agree with me here. When you and I make a project that we realize is, somebody's doing something like it, or it doesn't succeed the way we want, we just go on and we make something new. That tends to be our deal. It's easy enough to always make something new. We've got a font, a plethora, an unlimited amount of ideas. Do you have an idea for another book, DB? Maybe hit us with that. Maybe that's what you start writing after you finish the Spooky-Dooky Hotel.
What are you thinking? What else is in that noggin of yours?
Well, I kind of threw out this idea. It's kind of like an outline. But basically what happens is this little boy, he wakes up and he looks at his alarm clock, right? It's got red numbers. The alarm clock is brown.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
It's about 7 o'clock in the morning.
Copy
and
that.
He is just wiping the dust out. He's tired. You know what he dreamt about? He dreamt about candy canes and cotton candy.
How long of an elevator do you picture when you do an elevator pitch, DB?
Oh, right. Minutia, sorry. So anyway, kid runs outside, right?
Okay.
And he starts playing with a little newspaper boat in the rain. And then it goes into the gutter. But guess what?
Oh, God.
Inside the gutter is a clown.
Okay.
And he's called Bouncy Wouncy. And he is not a good clown. He actually kills the boy. And then it brings together a whole group of friends when they become older, and they go fight Bouncy Wouncy.
And do they have a 13-year-old gangbang?
Yeah, does that happen?
This isn't a Jeremy picture.
Okay, that's a leap.
I'm just saying because 1986.
What about 1986?
Stephen King comes out with a book about a clown killing a child in a sewer.
Clown's named Pennywise, and the name of the book is it.
And there's a gangbang between 13-year-olds. So.
Really?
Yeah.
A guy that got free cocaine last week. Free.
Yeah.
Cocaine.
How many of your ideas did you tell him, DB?
Only about 32 more.
Oh God. Oh no, I can't even listen to this. Is just this is humiliating.
You didn't happen to tell him one about a girl spilling blood at prom or anything, did you?
Oh yeah, I did. It was called It's called Darla Marla and the Blood.
Okay, you got a real rhyming thing. You're real.
Yeah,
maybe
that's
you should write
called,
children's books.
Then in 2 years, he's publishing that one, and that's what actually starts his career.
Oh yeah, that's the one that kind of launches it. Becomes a big movie with.
So, are you suggesting, gentlemen,
Yeah.
that had I perhaps not did some mid-air piracy, and now I'm hiding away, that I would have been the greatest novelist of all time?
It sounds...
Provided you hadn't done cocaine and spilled every one of your good ideas.
Yeah.
Every one of them.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is there?
It makes you think, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It makes me think. That's for sure.
Do you ever write a short story about a prison where there's a
Yeah, Escapee-Dapey.
I'm sorry.
It's called Escapee-Dapey.
Escapee-Dapey.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. He punches a hole through a poster of William Shatner that he had hidden over a wall that he'd been digging out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a handsome man.
Yeah.
You like him? He's got cogs and balls.
Do you,
Love him.
should you? I mentioned a minute ago. Have you considered maybe writing children's books since you're so big on rhyming and assonance?
That's not a bad idea. I've not considered it. But what about this for a title? Okay.
Yeah, listen.
You've got a dog and you've got a cat, and they're best friends, and it's called Death on the Orient Express.
Huh.
Huh.
I mean, it's close to another book title, so it's not exactly the same. Would
Okay.
this be
Yeah.
taking? Okay.
Is there even a train involved in
Yeah.
this?
What's the story, or do you just have this? This is all you have.
Yeah, no. There's a dog and a cat, right? And they're
Yeah.
best
And
friends.
they're best friends. Sure.
Death on the Orient Express.
Okay. I'm trying really hard to make the connection for you, since you haven't yet made
Jeremy,
it.
cat, dog, best friends, express.
Okay.
What are you missing?
A lot. There's a lot and I'm trying to be nice here because you seem like a nice guy, good intentions mostly, except for the whole hijacking situation.
How many books have you come up with, Jeremy?
A couple.
I think the point he's trying to make is that in 1934,
Yeah.
Agatha Christie released Murder on the Orient Express.
Yes, I know. Death on the Orient Express.
Okay. What's the plot of Death on the Orient Express?
Yeah, I guess that's-
besides a dog and a cat are best friends. I get that.
Right, like
part.
what?
Okay.
You got to have conflict, right?
You're right. I get what you're saying now. Cat and dog are best friends forever.
Okay. That's the story now?
Murder on the Orient Express.
Wait a minute, you just changed it to Murder on the Orient Express. Now you're
Agatha's
gonna
is
get
way
in
better.
trouble.
Agatha's is way
That's true,
better.
that's
I'm
way
going with
better.
that. Hey, if Stephen King can steal all my shit, I'm going to steal Agatha's.
I guess that's a fair point,
For
right?
children's books.
If that's what you're
specifically.
doing in your 2-bedroom mansions in 2021, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah,
So concerned for me.
his is probably more than 2 bedrooms.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, Stephen King's? I mean,
Yeah.
Stephen King is doing just fine.
Yeah, he's got a flying gremlin for sure.
I mean, if
He
they
actually
exist-
might.
Yeah, there's a good chance. I mean, he's a
I
penchant.
mean, we do have a car floating out near Mars right now, so
Oh,
That is true.
All right.
Yeah.
See,
that's a fact.
guys, you're doing some stuff out there. Look what you did. You put
I mean,
your own
it's a,
rover on Mars. You
I
did
mean-
that.
I mean that's true. I'm talking about an actual car floating in space in the distance that Mars is.
What
from the sun.
I mean, what car?
We have a dude who made electric cars, and to prove that his spaceships can carry space stuff, he threw a car basically at Mars, and it's still floating out there.
1 second. Oh boy, that is far out. Far out.
Yeah.
And it's just floating around Mars. Floating
Yeah.
around Mars. Floating
Well,
around
it's
Mars.
not floating around Mars. It's
Floating
actually
around Mars.
floating around the sun at the same distance as Mars for the most part.
Dan, you do cocaine too? That was a very cocaine thing to say.
That's just our life right now.
I mean, I'm looking at your background, and there's a bunch of lines of coke over the word shoestrings.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. Do you want to explain that to him? Or do
Yeah.
we want to explain that
It's
to
just
him?
it's just sunshine.
Oh, whoa. I don't know if you're seeing this, but they are totally moving on my end. Whoa, those are big.
It's movie magic.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Well,
it's a
nothing
green
could be
screen.
more magic than a flying car going to Mars. Oh, new book. Good call.
Cannot get this thing to write though.
Don't write on it. Don't. If you write
It's
on
just
it with a
covered
marker.
in Sharpie.
Ah, Jesus Christ, man. This is boy. I mean, I just here's the thing. I'm concerned for your creative output. I want you to feel like you can continue to express yourself. I don't know why I'm being so supportive of a known hijacker who's admitted to it.
I know we were very supportive of Lizzie Borden and H.H. Holmes. Well, not really
That's
H.H.
true.
Holmes as much, but Lizzie Borden we were pretty supportive of.
Yeah, I mean,
You guys met Lizzie Borden?
yeah. It turns out she fucked both of our great granddads. It was a confusing
a thing.
situation.
Saw that coming. Look how that turned out.
Yeah. I don't know, man. At least you haven't murdered anybody, right? Okay. All right. One of those.
I murdered the American financial world.
That's true.
Yeah. I mean, on a level, you made it. It's weird because it's weird, Dan. Is you talked earlier about how DB Cooper making his hijack situation happen made it harder for people to hijack. But then, I mean, a year before we made this video, the Cooperstown video that was playing,
They named a whole town after me?
no, this one's been around
So
for.
nice. It's so nice.
You know what?
People
Let's
are
just
so
give this to him.
nice sometimes.
You know what? Let's give this to him. Yeah, they
Yeah,
named it
you
after you, and
So
it's
nice.
great.
Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's fine. It's just that a year before that happened, there was a rather very large hijacking that ended in both of the Twin Towers in New York City coming down, and it just seems like people got a little more sophisticated for reasons. This was not for money.
Didn't they know that they could have just asked for the parachute and just
Yeah,
and not been there?
They weren't trying to land it. It was more. It was a one-way trip.
Right.
So they opened up the World Trade Center in 1973. So
I heard about the plans. I haven't seen
Oh, okay, yeah.
it. They've been talking about it for a while, but wow, this is a bummer, Dan. Do you need another couple lines? Because you're really dragging us down.
Yeah,
They're right behind you. Just turn around.
I want to be clear that I'm not the one who brought that up. That's all.
Do you want to do a bump off the wall, Dan?
Just rip one off the wall for big old. Ah, boy.
Good
Isn't that
job.
nice?
Does that feel good?
So nice, so fresh.
Now, do you want to steal one of my books, jerk?
No.
Okay, good.
Do you want to give him any ideas, Dan? Any book ideas? You want to throw any book ideas at DB?
What about like there's like a world
With
full of people and dragons.
nice.
And every like X number of years a bunch of like monsters come from another planet.
A different planet.
And
I like
a different
it.
and then the dragons have to kill them or it destroys the planet, and it turns out that the people on the planet are actually the aliens of that planet.
Is that the plot to Game of Thrones?
And that's called Draggle Waggle.
Nailed
Boom!
it.
Bestseller.
You really need to work on
Draggle
your
Waggle
titles.
Planet of the Waggle Baggles.
How can you come up with such a cool name like DB Cooper, and yet everything else that you invent, at least nominally, is is terrible? Why
I
are
burned
you...
it all up on the name, baby. Every last bit of coolness went to the name.
Oh boy, guys, I'm so sorry. We're getting an audio call specifically from Maine. Here's the thing, DB. It's from now, so that's why I can accept it. We have to take these calls. Are you okay with that?
Sure.
I don't know who it is, but
Fine. I'm fine.
I can't be sure. All I know is that this person's from Maine. Hello?
I'm fine.
Hello?
I think it's working on it.
Okay. I can see that they're connecting. This person from Maine. This king of New England. this gentleman of. I assume it's a gentleman. I don't know. Hello? Are you there?
Look, I know how to use a fucking computer. Can you fuck off? I'm not gonna fucking. No, I know how to use a fucking computer. Hello? Hello?
Is
Hello?
this who? Is this Stephen King?
Yeah. Hi, Steven.
This is
Hello?
DB Cooper, who I believe you met a week or so ago, and
Well, in his time.
in his time. I'm sorry.
Remember old Dan Brosnan? There, big guy.
Hold on. Can you give me a habit? No, I know how to use a fucking computer. Can you? No, I thought that computers were gonna kill us years ago. But can you fuck off? Thank you. Sorry. What?
Wait, who asserted that the computers were going to kill everybody? Who did that?
Huh? I think there might be a mistake. Hi, Stephen King. Some people say I write horror novels. I think of them more as psychological thrillers.
It was called The Computers and Killy Billy.
You know, it's not ringing a bell. Can you say it again?
The Computers and Killy Billy. I told you all about that.
You know what? There are huge swaths of my memory that are just gone. I don't even remember writing Cujo.
Wait. What's Cujo? Which one is that?
Car, dog, teenager, take your pick.
That's not Bow Wow Bowser and the Murderness, is it?
Oh, hold on. I'm assuming not. Let's see. Listen, there was a time in my life I'm not proud of, aside from the incredible amounts of work that I put out, but the lack of memory, I'm not proud of that part, you know? So, wait, who are you again?
Is it possible that under as much cocaine as you and I were under in 1971,
Hi.
that my beautiful words just spoke into your cavernous, empty brain and set you for life?
Just a resonance, you know, inside of a deep, dark, empty chamber that created meaning for my life and helped me create inspiration for thousands of horror generations for years to come, although I would call them suspense generations.
Wow.
Stephen, I just should point out that the first thing he told us is that he got high with a guy named Stephen, or he wasn't sure what his name was, but he described you to a T, and then described to us the plot of his first novel that he's a page and a half away from finishing, called The Spooky-Dooky Hotel. But the plot is quite clearly The Shining.
Okay. All right. You know, they made a movie out of that, and I didn't like it.
I know, and then you
Not
remade
one
it with
bit.
Steven Weber.
Not a huge fan.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, are you talking about the TV series? I love the TV series.
Yeah, you're in it. I know. You're in it. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's really good. I love it as much as I love a lobster roll.
I think DB has just some qualms with
Your methods.
your methods.
Wait a minute, guys.
Well, I mean,
Wait
look.
a minute.
What?
I think this is all happening right now. There was this one last book that I wrote, and it sort of took place very much on an alien planet. And this legless military man decided to become a blue monster and go fight against other humans, right? And this movie was called the Robo Bobo, because that's what it's like a representation of you, right? So in me and Mr. King's coke-addled brains, I created a Robo Bobo that went off to become the greatest novelist of all time. Don't you see my power?
I don't know if I totally get it.
Cool, man. Cool. Right on. You don't have to. You don't have to.
You'll
say the right things when the time comes.
Have you ever met a James Cameron?
I have. He dropped by the hotel young, though. Real young.
Oh, God. Yeah, he would have been.
Yeah, probably would have been 20s, yeah.
Huh.
So
Maybe a little under.
Is this another
'cause-
Robo Bobo I may have created?
It's called Avatar.
What is called an avatar? What is that? What is that? What is that?
long-
word?
An avatar is
It's a very
a
long story, as a matter of fact.
Robo Bobo. Only it's a movie by James Cameron.
Or, in other words, by
D.B. Cooper.
D.B. Cooper.
Mouth Harp Cooper.
Well, Stephen, I hope we can reconcile all these things at some point, but I understand you're probably very busy writing another, unless you've written one while we've been on the line here, but...
Currently I just have I'm working on both Pet Cemetery 77.
Wow.
And also I have an idea where just pavement kills you. Fuck it.
All right.
Drivey-wivey.
He's real good at rhyming things, Stephen.
Yeah.
We've learned this.
They'll
over the
keep
course.
coming.
Yeah.
I filled you full a lot more than that, Robo Bobo.
Well, I'm excited. Apparently, my God.
This is
They
a
get
very...
terms. I'm going to come to terms with that over the next couple months.
No worries. They named a whole town after me, so it's totally cool.
Let's,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, don't tell him, Stephen, that the Cooperstown... Yeah, Cooperstown, named after D.B. Cooper, as we all know. Stephen, enjoy your lobster roll, and
Hijack a plane? Wasn't that a thing?
yeah, that's
that's
his deal. But boy, oh boy, did he dig in his heels on this other stuff.
Yeah, it's been crazy since I hijacked that fucking plane.
Oh, wow. Oh, all right. Well, I'm just living a life, eating hot red snapper hot dogs and lobster rolls up here in Bangor, Maine.
Oh, Jeremy likes that name, Banger.
My name is Jay. Good God.
Cocks and balls and that.
Jeremy's spoken, correct?
I have spoken, and I've tried to explain that my
Yeah.
name is Jay, and it's just not sinking in.
By the recessed lady's breast?
Oh, nice. Nice breasts.
DB, you are a sex fiend, DB. How can you act like you're not a sex fiend, like you keep accusing me being of one?
Sexy, absolutely. I'm not as fixated on the cock and the balls part like you are, but
That's what
sex
he
in
makes a
general
good point.
and
He
sweat,
is not as obsessed as you are on that one.
Sweat. I mean, who said cock and balls more during this episode, me or Jeremy? Please.
I think it was you. Pretty sure it was you.
Well, hey, semantics. Minutia. You're getting stuck on the minutia. Dan doesn't like that.
Yeah, the minutia. Yeah,
Dan hates
I don't want the
minutia.
minutia.
So you're saying you're anti-semantic?
Excuse me?
Oh.
This is 1971. We're a better class of people.
Okay, that's fine.
Well, listen, hey there, King. Keep lighting that altar to me and keep praying to me at night, and the ideas will keep on coming.
Apparently, it's working so far. Take care, all.
You too,
You
Stephen.
too.
Go write a novel where trees fuck people up. Bye.
Boy, that, ladies and gentlemen, that was the delightful Stephen King, who apparently joined us for that. I don't even know how he knew to call in.
Well,
that's the weird thing.
I think we established that he is my, what is that word, Avamar? He's my Avamar.
He's your Avamar, sure. Yeah.
Yep.
That sounds just like the right word.
Yep.
Yep.
I'd like to know, this is a weird thing to ask. DB Cooper, do you have anything you want to promote this week?
I mean, it sounds like my tree murdering book is going to be coming out pretty soon. I'd like to promote that.
Yeah.
It's called The Aspen.
The Aspen.
Why did I start with Aspen? The Aspen.
Can't rhyme
Aspen.
anything with Claspin.
Aspy Waspy Branchers.
Yeah.
What is happening? What is happening?
All my titles can't be winners.
That's true, right?
Fair.
You said 30 plus, so
Yeah.
That's fine.
Spooky-Dooky kind of sucked up a lot of my creative juices.
Spooky-Dooky Hotel is very good.
yeah. Shaky Wakey, the bartender.
Dan, you and I should promote some stuff. But real quick, I think my buddy Nick Robes is on the other line. Hey, Nick, you got anything you want to promote this week?
Whew. As always, I'm promoting my buddy Aaron Reynolds' book, Effin' Birds. Buy it on Amazon and support Canada.
Sounds
Canada's rad, dude.
It's a pretty great place. Is that D.B. Cooper?
good. Yeah, DB
Yeah,
Cooper's
man.
here.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
Hey, DB,
What
Nick.
the? Oh my God, D.B. Huge fan.
Thank you, dude. Go read a Stephen King book. It's me.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Damn. Holy crap. I got to get into that.
Hey, by the way, question for you. These other two nerds have no clue, but is Miller Genuine Draft still the champagne of beers?
These days, yeah, I think that's about as dry as you can
That's
get.
what I thought, dickhead. See? We got a cool guy in the room now.
Hey, you're welcome.
Getting an audio-only feed from my friend Adam Grimes. Adam, do you have anything you want to pitch? Anything you want to promote?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
No. I am just. I'd like to promote this show. Please keep listening to this amazing show. These hilarious humans.
Oh, that's great.
May God have mercy on your soul.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. We'll bring DB in back in. We're talking with DB Cooper, Adam. Just to let you know, it's very exciting. But hey, DB, that was my good friend Adam. Adam Grimes.
Oh, sounds like a dick.
No, he's a nice guy. He's a very nice guy. Dan, what do you want to promote?
I'll promote our Of Dice and Dens podcast, where we play tabletop games, and also my Twitch stream where we play games. Twitch.tv/DGoMiller and ODNDpod.com or ODNDpodcast.com.
I don't know any of those words.
Yeah, that's
Sorry,
fine.
this is really gonna
I
throw
barely
off.
knew them apparently, so.
Guys, check out the Comedy on Vinyl podcast, which ends in November, which I'm now realizing I should ask both my friends Adam Grimes and Nick Robes to come on before it ends in November. so if they're still listening, guys, you're invited on. So check that show out. Go to StolenDress.com for all my other podcasts. Also, the other thing we do every week is we ask people a little bit of something you'd like to leave them with. Nick, if you're still here, you have any words of wisdom for the people out there?
Well, you know what? If you feel that fart going on, sometimes it's just smarter to leave the room.
That's really generous. That's very smart. That's very good. DB, how about you? Got anything you want to leave?
Yeah, I do. If you ever have, if your love of piracy ever collides with your desire for $200,000, don't ever fucking say wink, wink.
It was just an idea.
But it's okay to ask for the wings.
Yeah, you can ask for the wings, right? That's an okay.
That's what I'm gonna leave people with. It's okay to ask for the wings.
Hey man, you wanted my advice. I'm just telling you how it is.
That's fine. I'm just gonna. What I want to leave you with is, if somebody could reach me, our podcast, who isn't a fucking criminal, that would be great. And I just want to put that out there, that energy out there into the universe. I'd love to have somebody out there talk to us who isn't a goddamn criminal, including Stephen King.
I don't know what that. What was
right?
that? Like 30%? Like Mark Maron? Like isn't a fucking criminal.
Yeah, there's a little. Look, I'm sorry I tried to fuck you. All right. Sorry, that's my favorite line from that show. Okay, well, normally I would just end on my hilarious joke, but thank you, Nick, for joining us. Thank you, DB. You're a delight. Really appreciate it. Dan, whatever.
Yeah.
And end podcast here. Words. Goodbye. Podcast. Bye. Dan and Jay's Comedy Hour, the podcast, is part of the StolenDress Podcast Network. The show is hosted by Dan Gomiller and Jason Klamm. The Dan and Jay's Community Service theme song was composed and performed by Brian Magic Hands Madison. The Silver Jubilee theme song was composed and performed by Nick Robes, with lyrics by Jason Klamm. Have questions? Call and leave us a voicemail at 208-557-DJCH. That's 208-557-3524. You can also send snail mail to StolenDress Entertainment, P.O. Box 805, Burbank, California, 91503. Subscribe to Dan and Jay's Comedy Hour on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or wherever else you can find us. Give us a 5-star rating and write us a review. It helps. You can find us on Facebook and Twitter at DJC Hour and Instagram at Dan and Jay Comedy. Or find everything in one place at danandjay.com. Visit StolenDress.com to listen to our other podcasts, watch videos, and imbibe freely of our multimedia content going back 15 plus years.
Goodbye, Dan and Jay's Comedy Hour.
StolenDress Entertainment.
Hey, it's my turn. Ah!